Okay, it is live. It says it's live. It says we're into it for 5 minutes already. So I think YouTube is being a little bugged out because I'm being a little bit bugged out. So we're trying to get this live. It says it's live. I want to view on YouTube. Okay, good. I just want to make sure it's on. Oh, I heard my voice, so I know it's on. So it's watching. One watcher viewing. Okay, so now that I have this figured out, I know it's live, I know it's on. We're going to go and do thingamajiggies because I can't figure this out. I'm not good at this stuff. Um, I have to figure out how to deal with this again. It has been a long time since we've been live. Oh, there are people. Hello. Sound is good. Hello. All is good, Schneider Classics. Sound is good. Oh my god. It has been a long time since I have started a live stream. It has been a long time since we've worked this and stuff. I think everyone probably hit their notifications like 3 or 4 times to figure out like what's going on. If like that there are different live streams going on, it's because I scheduled it in YouTube, but then I didn't log into this application, and now I have a webcam on the computer instead of. I remember past streams, I had it set up on my phone, and just my phone angled me, and I had it send the audio was from the computer and the video was from my phone, but now I just have webcam, so it's all working well. The channel's been dormant for the last month. Everyone's probably going, "You, where have you been?" I took a little break from the YouTube. I need a month to myself, even though going forward this month is going to be crazy because I'm still trying to Reddit and render videos. Right now, I have a video that has been rendering for how long has this video been rendering? Um, for the last 3 days, I've been trying to render this video, and this video, my computers won't do it. It's saying it doesn't have enough output, enough graphics card output to render it. So I might have to render it in smaller portions and then put it together and then render it again, which will take just so much time. It's like a 6 minute video, but I already have the video took 3 or 4 days to film, and then I took 3 days to edit it, and then now I've spent the last 3 or 4 days trying to render it just to make it a video so I can finally upload it. But for the month coming, we have a short coming out almost every single day. There's a video coming. Yeah, there's a video coming once a week. The goal is going for. I don't know where I'm looking here. I guess I could turn this camera so it's better. Is that better? I think that's better. Even though now you see my son's crib in the back. Um, yeah. So I'm trying to get stuff figured out. My computer, even though like when I built this computer like 6 or 7 years ago, it was like a top line computer. Now I'm having problems rendering even an HD 30-second video, which I might have to knock it down to 720p just to render that damn video because there is so many time lapses in it that it doesn't want. It takes a lot of processing to combine HD video because I shoot all my videos in HD because if I have to dumb it down in editing, I'm okay with that as long as shooting it is in higher quality, if that makes any sense. Sorry, that's gobbledygook garbage that nobody cares about. The reason I've been gone for a little bit is because I need some time to myself, and also the fact that as much as I think I have maybe 12 or even 20 videos on file. Probably 3 of them are garbage because whenever I go through my videos and I go, this is not going to be a good video, I end up trashing it anyways. But I think I have like maybe 20 videos recorded on the computer that I still have to edit, which is a lot. So there's a lot of content coming for you guys. There's tons to come, but the main reason I did take a break is both joy and sad. I have not, like, even the last 3 weeks, I haven't been really working on any of my projects because I'm still processing and I'm trying to catch up now. And before then, I stopped working on the truck. I stopped working on both trucks, the 72 and the 67. And I kind of dove into let me work on other people's stuff to make money for my family and also just to take a break. I don't want to say it as much because I don't want sympathy. I'm super against all that. I see a lot of people do that and stuff. But the last video we took off on was I grabbed the frame for the 72 project. I'm sorry, I'm having a little hard time talking about this. I grabbed the frame for the 72 project and we got it over here. I have worked on it little bits and pieces. It's hard to because I said my goal is to get that done this winter because it would be really nice to get that truck done for my grandfather and the fact that my son is being born because from when that last video was filmed, my son wasn't born, and now I have a son. It would have been nice for my grandfather and my son to meet, but over this time, both my one of my grandfathers who wasn't blood related and my last blood relative grandfather passed away. So I was kind of sucked because the main Schneider, the eldest Schneider of the males, has passed on, and so it's really hard because that 72 is my grandfather's truck. So it's been a process for me to deal with it and come forward with it. But I have bought some parts, and some parts are on their way. I am gladly moving forward with that. I started filming a video on it. I started working on it to cut all the old hoist stuff off the frame, but then the video got corrupt because I'm filming in -30 weather in a little tent shelter just to try and work because I want to work. And just my cameras are not like this is the one thing. No camera. I have filmed on so many damn cameras. I've filmed on DSLRs or whatever they're called anymore. I have filmed on uh, video camera camcorders, and the most luck I've ever had is filming on GoPros. Even though the files get corrupt half the time, everyone always says that, oh, their files get corrupt. Every camera I've ever filmed on gets corrupt files. So that's nothing new to the GoPro. It's just they last the best because I'm pretty sure I ran over that camera and it is still alive. That's why I love it. Yes, thank you very much, Stupid Fast Track. It is a joy that I have a son in the world now. I am a very, very proud father, and it does because my grandfather was this huge motivation for me. Hey, stuff with Cletus. Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've talked to everyone, talked to the audience, and stuff like that because it's like this is. I won't lie, it's been very motivating for me for when we've started building the trucks and started building this brand and starting to build like the fact that I can start to build things, and as well as the fact that me making these videos and me showing this stuff has gained a little bit of people in my own area to be like, hey, you know how to do stuff. You're young, and now I'm starting to get more work. Even though Christmas has slowed down, as Christmas should, as it always shall. A lot of people are coming to me and saying, hey, this summer I can dig this crap out. Can you work on it? I'm like, most likely. Which makes me happy because it means the more money I can make, the more money I can make for my son. Because I did not realize being a parent was, I knew it was going to be expensive. I didn't expect how expensive. But it is a joy. It is something that melts my heart every single day. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to say that and stuff like that. My son right now is just like, we're not keeping him on any social media or anything just because it's the one thing I've been putting myself on social media since I was like a kid, since it first came out. Like I remember when Instagram came out and started using it and stuff, and that's how old like my main account is. It was created in 2014. Yeah, I was late to the scene apparently. But the first kid is a sticker shock. Yeah, I trust me, I can believe that, and that's why like I really want to try really hard to get this to continue working on the 72 project because if anyone doesn't know, the 72 was my great grandfather's truck that he bought in '76 for the company for his business. my great grandfather created the business with this truck. It was the first tanker truck for their business, their septic company, and then it became a dump truck when that truck became too small. So, but they wanted to keep the truck, so they turned it into a dump truck. He rolled it once, and then he rebuilt it, and he rolled it a second time, and he rebuilt it with all 3-ton. So there's a 3-ton suspension in it. There is 3-ton drive line in it, like the rear axle and the transmission is all from the 3-ton. And then he personally built the engine for that. Was my great grandfather's project, and it's been with the business ever since. Well, and it was in the business until 2011. So my grandfather used that. He used that truck all the time. And my father actually learned to drive manual in the 72. So my great grandfather's truck that I advertise on the channel and stuff like that, my father learned how to drive manual in that truck. So my goal is actually fairly honest because my father is now a super proud grandfather. His plan, well, my plan, he doesn't know this yet. If I can get the 72 done and restored again, and drive, like it runs and drives, but the frame is almost falling in half. That's why we got the new frame. It needs new rockers, inner rockers, and all cab support. So, and the floor has been botched before with the older repairs. So I'm just going to replace the whole floor as one piece with the inner rockers and stuff like that if I can. And that truck will be beautiful again. Like just make that truck beautiful, and then my father, as a grandfather, can teach my son to drive manual, or I can teach my son to drive manual in that truck. That's the goal, because I love driving that thing down around the damn field. It's fun, and not many people can go, I own a dump truck. So it is something of a proud moment. I am very sad. Like I won't get that generational photo of my grandfather, my father, and me, and then my son in front of the dump truck once it's done. That was something I was really, really hoping for, but I should still be able to make memories with my father, me, and my son with this dump truck. And that's something I'm looking forward to cherishing, as well as I'm still building the truck. So there is that. But like I said, there's tons of stuff coming with the channel. There is another C10 that I didn't own. I just did a bunch of work to it. I'm editing all those videos right now. They're coming to the channel. And we have lots of shorts, lots of videos, lots of different things. And I'm not so sure. Like I'm looking at my analytics. I'm looking at what people want to see. Obviously, the 67 to 72 trucks is my main thing because I only own the 67, the 72, and I'm planning on building another 67 because I have a frame, an engine, a cab, and a transmission kind of all ready to be butchered together. Let's be honest, butchered, because I am not a bodyman whatsoever. I'm just an idealist who likes to make hot rods, which is crazy because I'm still young to say I can do that. I built one hot rod, the 67 originally, because that's the 5-ton cab on a half-ton frame with a Corvette engine in it, which I still want to. My problem with that truck is I wanted to be able to get an LS, a modern truck with an LS motor and 4x4, so I can frame swap it again, because it would be really cool to see that big rig, like, because the 67 is a pretty big rig, even though it's a smaller truck, a half-ton long box frame and truck originally. It is still a big truck because that box is 8 by 8 feet, 8 feet wide, 8 foot long of a box, like, because it's a flat bed with sides, and then it hangs over the cab 4 feet. It would be really cool if I can make that 4x4 with an LS motor. So one, it'll just be more reliable and it won't burn as much gas as that 350 Corvette engine. Holy crap. Like I don't drive the thing anymore because one, it's loud. Two, my wallet is not that big for that big V8. But it is, and it's funny too. Every time I started up and moving around the yard, the girl tells me if he's crying or even if he's asleep or anything, he just because he likes this. Every time I fire up anything in the yard, he is in tune with it, even quiet things, and he loves the car. I start up my car, we put him in the car, and it's beautiful. But sorry, that is just, I missed doing live streams. As you guys can probably tell from me regurgitating all of my thoughts instantly. But yes, like I want to say thank you for everyone. also for joining the stream. We have Two Let's Garage, Stupid Fast Truck, No Parts Garage. We have Stuff Like Cletus came in, which that's amazing. Like, all of you guys, thanks for joining the chat. Like, that is awesome for me to kick off the chat. It's live and everyone's like, oh, hello. Because I don't know, it brings warmth to my heart. It does bring me, like, especially when I see all of your guys' comments on the videos and stuff and bringing into it. It is amazing to see that we are growing such a community, and the fact that I'm part of the community, because I watch a lot of your guys' videos as well, and it's just like they kind of encourage each other on and just be like, yeah, keep building that. It's a crazy build. They spend countless hours and dollars into it. It's they be nuts. And yes, we are close to 500. We're at 429 subscribers, which is nuts because I have been doing YouTube since 2008 with different channels. 2008, I joined with my school because they had a school channel and stuff like that. It didn't really do anything other than it taught me the basics. And then I did a bunch of channels since then. Like, I did a couple live streaming. I did a gaming channel. Gaming channel obviously didn't do too well. I do still want to keep my personal channel going because that shows my life, and this stuff is just car stuff. But the car stuff has been the thing that I've like gravitated the most to, is just put as my identity, because I love cars. I love my truck. I love my car. And the fact that no matter what, I have multiple trucks now and a car, and I'm building the girl a car, which there may be videos on this too, because I went and I found a car for pretty cheap, and a car that's been on the channel before, and a car that I know, it's not the same car that's been on the channel before, but it's the same type of car before, and it's like it's like one of my favorite cars. I'll be honest there. It's one of my favorite cars to ever drive and own and everything like that. We've seen tons of them on the channel, and I found one. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but I found one for like $300 that runs and drives and is perfect. So I've already gone most of the parts. I just have to find a bumper and fender for it, and then put the car together, which is going to be a lot of work. So it's going to be on the channel for probably a while. There's going to be probably a lot of videos out for that car coming too, because it needs rockers, it needs rear quarter work, it needs some side panel work. I need to actually rebuild some of the bumper structure into it. It needs fenders, it needs a bumper, it needs a muffler. I have the muffler, I have the rocker panels, and I have enough metal to make the quarter panels work and the bumper stuff. So I have all the metal down. I don't need that stuff other than maybe the fender. But I should be able to get very easy. It's the bumper. It's the plastic bumper for the damn car that's so hard to find. So I got to find that. Even if I have to drive like 8 or 13 hours to find it, I might have to, but that's okay. The girl loves it. It's her car. She's love the hell out of it. I also need to pick up, if anybody has watched J Ride's Garage, because right now he's working on a Metro and his girlfriend's. He's building a 54 truck on an S10 frame, which is funny because my 167 that I'm going to be starting to build, that I have the cab for, the original half-ton cab, is they go on an S10 frame. Because I have an S10 frame, that's the budget build. I made that one video about the budget build and stuff like that. We have the 4.3 V6 Vortec engine, or an LS engine. I don't know what to call it. No, it's not a Vortec. It is an LS because it has coils. Does it have coils? I gotta take a look at that motor. I don't remember. But it's the 4.3 out of a 2003 Chevy truck, a turbo 350 automatic engine, which I've never messed with automatics before, so I have no idea if that transmission is good or not. I paid $100 for it with the torque converter. I need to get a yoke for it because it didn't have the yoke when I got it. So that's maybe the crazy part. That's gonna be awesome to put together on that S10 frame and a 67 cab on it, and that's going to be a hot rod build, obviously, 100%. Hopefully that's going to be a nice cruiser. And then if I can find, like I said, I would really like to get a modern frame with LS and 4x4, just because it's a lot nicer creature comforts. It's easier to put AC to. It's easier to get parts for now. is getting harder and harder to find parts up here, up north, for some of that small block Chevy stuff. So it'd be easier to get all that, as well as modern braking and modern suspension. Everybody likes that. We say we don't, but we do. Especially brakes. I love brakes. I like it when stuff stops, 100%, because yeah, stopping is fun. Even though I already took the kid, like I had the kid in the back and her in that. I didn't get winter tires for the car yet because I was waiting on certain deals to come through, which now I own two sets of winter tires because the original deal did go through. It just took too long, and I still don't have the tires physically, but I have the tires. And then I bought some more winter tires for the car because I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I just need to get winter tires. But like a couple days before those tires came in, I did slide off the highway and had the kid in the backseat and into the ditch. I kind of drove almost out of the ditch. And I didn't quite make it by like a foot. The car was fine. This is the Crown I'm talking about. I drove it through the damn highway ditch. Um, didn't quite make it through the snow. The snow just piled up too much because I pushed it all the way through the ditch. Didn't pile it up too much in front of the car. I couldn't push it anymore. So I hit it in reverse, and we drove the whole way up into the other lip. I couldn't just get over that damn 1 foot lip. So somebody helped pulled me out, and she was kind of freaking out, but the kid was fine. And she's like, "Oh no, I was calm by the whole time. I've hit ditches so many damn times growing up as a farm kid. You just, oh, it's icy. It doesn't matter how fast you're going. Like, even if you're going, like, I've hit the ditch going 5 kilometers an hour. I've hit the ditch going 50. Like, it's if it's winter and you're going in, you're going in. You just got to learn to off the gas. You can't slam on the brake. You have to prime it pretty much because you don't want, even if you have an ABS on your vehicle, you kind of just need the gripping, and you're going in. Sorry, that's probably a child endangerment. I put my kid in the ditch, not on purpose, obviously, but happens. He was fine. He didn't care. He was like, "I'm hungry." Sorry, it's a new experience. I also haven't talked to many people with the fact that I'm a dad. How the hell do I process this? Don't know. I have found a lot of people have told me you can. This is like tethering me. I can't do that. And I don't have any music or audio to listen to, so I don't know why I have the headphones in. Um, I have had a lot of people tell me by becoming a dad, you can't do stuff, and I'm like, the kid doesn't care. If the kid's asleep, the kid's asleep. If the kid wants to eat, the kid wants to eat. If the kid wants is awake and stuff, you play with the kid. Like, here's your blocks, here's your books, here's rattles and noisy things, and I may tip you on your back and on your side and on your back and your side. But when he's asleep, or the fact that I am very blessed with a very supportive partner, 100%, she is very supportive. I always make sure she always gets like one or two things. She always has flowers, and I try and spoil her with little things here and there because, well, without her, this wouldn't work. We are very much both parents, and she takes a lot off my chest, which is very nice. Is the baby sleeping through the night? Sometimes. Sometimes. I, as of recently, I have been trying to stay up with the kid um, for the start of the night so she can get started and rest. And if the kid sleeps, then she gets more rest and I get some rest. If the kid doesn't sleep, she kind of always takes over around 1 o'clock until early morning, or if she needs me. And then when she needs me, she tells me, and she needs me, I get up and I deal with him for maybe an hour or so. Because I do kind of need sleep. I need someone to sleep because my day job, I work in an automotive shop to pay our bills. Because bills are also fun. I got to make sure by the end of the night my rent goes out my bank account. But yeah, I pay for the bills, so I need like at least 4 hours of sleep. Very minimal. Normally I get 5. I'm very blessed that normally I get 5 hours of sleep. But no, the child for the most part, he's very quiet for the most part, and I say that as sometimes he'll be screaming, and as of late he has been gassy as heck. He doesn't want to. He's gassy. There's nothing to do about that. That is what it is. So he's upset with his night on his back, and he's all that. So we have to coax him to sleep. We have to help him. As of late, having him sit a little bit more on his stomach side and patting his back and stuff helps get a lot of the gas out. So it makes it super easy. And he's not allowed. Like I say, he's not a loud kid except for when he is loud. When he is loud, he's got a set of lungs. But the majority of the time, he's very quiet, which is helpful to be like, because he just kind of looks around and he watches us and he will kind of mimic us. Like we do have him starting to, he does this because this is like kind of breaking down to the basics of sign language for milk. So we do know when he's hungry because he asks for milk, as well as like dad, and I forget the sign for mom, which is horrible. Right now, my brain is, I know it, my brain's just not there. But we're starting to incorporate sign language and stuff, even though he's only like 3 months now, roughly. He's starting to pick up a little bit of sign, because if you always do the action while he is wanting that or hungry, or if you do the action before you give it to him and stuff like that, they're smart somehow. I'm like, you're tiny, you're not even that new, and he's figuring stuff out. And it's like, oh, this is weird, because they keep telling us he's in the 90% percentile, which means he's both a taller, longer kid already, and bigger in weight. He's taller, he's bigger in weight, and he has more motor functions than most children his age or whatever. But he's still in the range, so he's still a child. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this stuff. I've never had a child before. um, but I love him. Like I love my child. I like just I have so much joy being a father. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I kind of went off a rant again there. Yes, he sleeps most of the time throughout the night. He is now starting. He is starting. I'm gonna say he's still starting, because there are some nights that are not, and some nights that are. He's starting to get into his sleep schedule. Uh, I can't say for certain, because me working during the day, she's with him in the day while I'm at work, so I can't say. There's a big part of the day I'm missing of him, which kind of sucks. I wish I could just be home and just be like, "This is my little child." But during the night, he is pretty good, and he's not super loud. Like when he sits in his car seat, he's quiet, so it's the way it is. Cousin Cletus can relate to being gassy as heck. I believe that. I've seen some of the streams. Uh, I know what you're saying. I have 4 kids. Oh, I am sorry for you. Right now, because we're only a 600 square foot house, my office space is also his space. His change table is right here, and his dresser. His bed is behind me. There are blankets here. Um, yeah, but and most of the time when I'm editing and stuff, he'll be there, or which has been very helpful for me and stuff, because I still get time with him and stuff. He'll sit in my lap, or I'll have my arm down as I'm editing videos and stuff with my other hand, and it's wonderful, especially for the channel, because it means there's content coming, which there is tons of content coming. I know, yeah, got to teach him how to say Cletus. No. Maybe while he's older. I'm trying, every time I'm with him, I try and say mom, and I know she's saying dad, even probably right now, if he's awake, because we like to be good to one another, and also it's kind of like that thing, which is like, yeah, say the other, I kind of want him to be able to differentiate his mother from milk. Because children have that problem when they're super young, they can't really differentiate them as a person, because they're their food supply. That's weird. Why am I getting? We're a car channel, and I'm talking about children, and I'm not an expert on children. This is my first child. I, I don't know anything. It's like my first car. I didn't know jack crap about anything. Uh, stuff. But back to the channel, we are getting super close to, like, I think we're super close to 500 subscribers, like 70 subscribers. There was, which is crazy. And even last year, like last year as a whole is crazy. We almost hit 250,000 views in last year alone, which is mind baffling to me because I've never hit anywhere near that. Because the one short blew up. I won't lie, the majority of it's from one short. One short blew up and hit 120,000 views. The other 120,000 views is all me. But for that, like that's crazy for me to go like, holy crap, we hit like almost 250,000 views. We are 270,000 views, which is crazy because that means the channel just hit its 2-year-old birthday like yesterday. The channel is now officially 2 years old as of yesterday. Yeah, yesterday or the day before. And we're over 250,000 views, which is nuts to me. I mean, people have watched my stuff over 250,000 times. See, you guys, I still don't know anything about kids. My oldest is 20. My kids are 18 and 16. You know what's the crazy part? I'm 22. I'm 22 and have, like, I am extremely blessed in life. And, like, I don't know what I have done, but I have been blessed with a decent job, the fact that I can afford a home for my family already, that I have my very first child, my son, I love wholeheartedly. I just love him to bits. And I have an amazing woman by my side that just kind of supports everything I do. And it's very, very blessed. I was 22, 16 years ago. Please, you're not supposed to. You've never said your age on stream. I remember the one stream you made everyone try and guess. I think I don't remember. There's been so many streams. There's also been streams that I should probably not remember. But that's all fun in games. Now that you have a kid, you'll get old quick. Yeah, I realize that. My family's old, like family that hasn't seen me in a couple of years because once you have a kid, all the family contracts are like, you have gray hairs already, haha. I'm like, I've had gray hair since I was like 12. They just are mixed in. I was 22, 44 years ago. Oh, I am sorry for you guys. 44 years, holy crap. I was born in 84 and getting old. Like, that's what I laugh about. A lot of guys make fun of me and stuff. I'm like, my truck is, what is it? Yeah, all of my trucks are older than my dad. All of my one of my best friends is a year older than my dad, and it kind of freaks my dad out. But we're going fishing even this weekend. Yeah, you get old quick. It's nuts. I'm young. If people keep, I don't know. I'm very blessed. I'm blessed. That's all I can say. Is I'm blessed because I have survived. I count it. I don't know. I've survived 4 or 5 car crashes. Like, I have rolled. How many vehicles have I rolled? I gotta think about it. My second car I rolled. And my last car, the convertible. The convertible was such a slow roll. It was stupid that it rolled. I hit a ditch I slid into a ditch going 5 kilometers an hour, which is like nothing because I hit black ice and the ditch was just way too steep. But I can't remember. I've been in too many car accidents. Is the moral of the story. I've not to mention quads, snow machines, all the other stuff that I have crashed. I think I've crashed more vehicles than I have fixed. No, that's a lie. I'm a mechanic. I fixed because I don't count my day job as stuff I fix. And I have fixed everything I rolled. So never mind. I have fixed more stuff than I have wrecked. But sorry, another tangent. This is how you tell, like, I haven't done one of these live streams in so long. The fact that I have talked for 40 minutes. Did you have a mishap with a Cobalt? No, I have never had a mishap with a Cobalt, but I have crashed 2 Cavaliers, which the last Cavalier was the convertible. And how many Sunfires? Oh, the third Sunfire I crashed multiple times, but I kept fixing it and that car really taught me a lot of mechanics because I just kept fixing the damn car. And that was the one with the Lambo doors. Yeah, I had a J body with Lambo doors because I don't know, I'm crazy. Um, well, actually, sorry, that's a different story. I traded the short form of that story because there was actually a lot involved with that story. I traded a bucket of Hot Wheels for Lambo doors for my Sunfire, which then I had a Sunfire with Lambo doors. It was nuts. Oh yeah, it was a Cavalier. Yeah, I I did have that mishap with the Cavalier. I've had a mishap with two Cavaliers. I have multiple crash stories, but we could sit here all night long. Thanks, Cletus. Thanks for popping in. I really hope it and hope to see you more soon. Like I said, so far I have videos scheduled all the way up until the 23rd of this month. That means you're going to get either a short or a video Monday to Friday all the way up until the 23rd, which is scheduled. I'm still editing more. Like I said, I have like 20 more videos to edit, but you then get one video a week and 4 shorts a week for the next 3 weeks for sure. Because I just went, you know what, I'm gonna come back with a bit of a bang after taking a break. So lots of content coming. And like I said, there's lots of content to come because right now I'm starting to build the exhaust on the 67 so I can start driving around a little bit more. And I may do the plug wires on it a little bit and maybe advance the distributor and have a little bit of fun with my truck because I love my trucks. Then there's the other 67 I'm building. There's the 72. I want to get the frame for the 72 good, and I have to eventually here visit J-Rides again. Maybe we'll get a video of it when I visit J-Rides because right now he's building a Metro and that 54 on S10 frame truck, and he has a bunch of stuff always going on all the time. It'd be nice to visit him because I have to pick up something for the 72 project and something for the girls' secret car project that's coming up. So, because I already paid for them, they're sitting in a shop. I just have to go and get them some point here, which is who knows when. I'm one of those guys who I'll buy things and then like it'll take me a little bit of time to get it just because I am so busy most of the time. And especially when you have a kid, you don't have free time. Fortunately, she gives me free time. Also, though, with saying that we're coming up to 500 subscribers, I am going to pick someone to have this brand new socket set, this brand new Mastercraft socket set that I announced a long time ago. He's welding with his eyes. Live. He is welding with his live. Nice. My eyes are alive. Typically, your eyes are alive because if you're not alive, it only takes a couple of hours before your eyes just goop out of your skull. And it's why you kind of like you close and stuff like that. If you come across them, I think within so many hours, stuff in the eyes are open, they'll be gone. So there's that. I think I might not be right with that. I don't know if it's a whole day or if it's just a couple of hours. I thought it was like maybe 3 or 4, but yeah, fun stuff. Yeah. So I announced this a while ago, saying once we hit 500 subscribers, a subscriber will win this. It says right there, 62 piece, 40 sockets, 1 ratchet. Wait, how can it be 40 sockets if it's 62 piece? Oh, because of all the bits. So there is all the bits in here. This is actually I have this exact same set. I use it as my main I've always used it as my carburetor set because like when I have to go and build someone's carburetor, I just kind of take this with me. This has been sealed. It's not open. So even if I try, it won't open. It's sealed. Brand new tool set that will go to someone who is subscribed to the channel. And trust me, I see you guys all the time. You guys are in the comments. You guys are supporting the channel. You guys are being very supportive and stuff. So it's kind of something I just want to give back to you guys because one of the main things I truly believe in, and as some of the video you guys have seen before, like I brought that Harley back to life. I brought a lot of stuff. Is trying to encourage people, even though some of them I make a bit of money off of because I'm doing a service for someone. I don't charge people anywhere near what dealerships or other mechanic places charge, or even the place I work at. I don't charge that much. Because one, I just want to make a little bit of money that can serve my time and such because, well, I got to feed my family. But the other part of it is I want to encourage people to do more stuff like that. Harley didn't drive, like she was talking to me and stuff. She's like, I'm kind of curious. Like I have this Harley and stuff like this. I haven't rode it in a long time. I haven't done anything with it in a long time and stuff. It sat for 10 years. She's like, it hasn't fired up. It hasn't moved. It hasn't moved in her garage in 10 years. And I kind of went like, well, I can get it running. You're like, yeah, and stuff. So I got the Harley running. She was so happy, so damn happy that Harley ran. She put a temp tag on it and she drove it for like a whole week before she got it ready for winter storage because you don't want to drive that stuff in winter. Most people don't want to drive that stuff in winter. But she is already telling me once spring comes up, she's going to get me to do all the spring maintenance on it, probably an oil change and other stuff with it, so she can just ride it all summer long because she hasn't ridden it in 10 years. Got it back, and I convinced her, and she's like, "Well, I don't know if I should ride and stuff like that because I got it running." I'm like, "Well, take it down the road." She's like, well, I don't have the papers on. I'm like, you're just going down the road. You're going to love it. Like, I love hearing the engine because I'm somebody who loves hearing engines. She sat on it. She's like, I love this. And she loves her bike. But that's what I'm purely about is like a lot of this stuff is I just want to help my guys, help my people, help anyone. When I sold one of my snow machines, the guy reached back out to me. He's like, I broke something. I can't find this part. I'm like, I have it. He's like, what? I'm like, well, I didn't have it. I knew where it was. One of my buddies has the exact same snow machine in his backyard. I'm like, hey man, what do you want for that part sled? Like the whole thing. And he's like, oh, I want this much. I told my guy, I'm like, I have it. You can have the whole part sled for these. I didn't make any money on it. I'm like, for the like, my buddy wants this price for this part sled. I know where it is. You can have it tonight. He's just like, really? Got it to him tonight, and it was like he was happy. He was livid because he had parts that he couldn't find anywhere other than eBay. Good night, Tulo's Garage, and yeah, you're over there too. You're over by WTS doing a Wild Live. That's awesome for him. Always do lives. Lives are great. I was thinking of bringing lives back for the first Wednesday of every month. Because one, that's not too crazy for me. It doesn't take away from my family. It doesn't take away from any planning events or anything. But it also sets it so we can have maybe come back once a month. We have a chat. We answer some questions if you guys have any questions about any of the builds going on, or we just talk because it has been a couple months and I am just nonstop blabbering because. Oh, it's crazy. And yes, have a good night, Tulo's Garage. I really appreciate you stopping by. Like, I really appreciate it. It brings me a lot of joy, especially when I get to talk to you guys and have this interaction. But no, again, because I got off track, like I always do. Like, don't. Good thing there's not. This isn't outside with squirrels because we'd be off on 4 other different conversations. But yeah, this is up for grabs. Once we hit 500 subscribers, keep commenting, and a lucky subscriber will be able to get this. I see there's some wear on here. I think it's like a perfect circle, but it's like 9 marks. I wonder if, because this has been sitting over here, if the cat has gone to the back of this. But she likes to dig into anything of mine. I gotta hide this. I'll put it in the filing cabinet. It'll be safe in the filing cabinet. And we have other giveaways coming up too. Like once we hit other mile markers, like once we hit 1,000 subscribers, which I know this year, I think we're going to definitely probably hit 500 subscribers in the next couple of months. And I think we'll probably hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Well, not probably. We will most. I want to not say we're going to, but I'm pretty sure with the growth that we've been starting to do these last couple months, we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers this next year, which would be phenomenal if we do. The watch time, we're about a quarter of the way here. So if we keep up with the watch time, if I keep producing videos like I'm doing, I could see us being easily, well, if I can make $20 here and there, I'm just going to put it into stuff. Because one, I like helping my buddies' vehicles out. Some of the videos you've seen here is me working on not my vehicles, and most of the time it's just the fact that they can't afford to get the work done anywhere else, and two, they're my friends, they're my people I know, or even they're just people I've like just talked to, and they're like, oh, I want this. I did make a video on it because it was just too cold, and it was something that I just needed to do really quick. A guy needed spark plugs in his Arctic Cat. He's local this. He can't afford to get it anywhere done anywhere else, and it's spark plugs. I can change your spark plugs for you. It took me 5 hours because these new Arctic Cats, you have to remove all of the plastic, the intake, the handlebar, like that. I have to take the steering column out of the way so I can push out of the way to get my damn socket there, just to get the damn spark plugs out, which is stupid. It took me 5 hours, but I got it done for him and stuff. Did a coolant test and some other tests and do that because he was worried about it. Thing was running great again, which is awesome. You guys, the snow machine, you can go have fun in the snow. But that's what I'm not trying to blast my own horn. I'm not like saying I'm a good guy, because obviously I'm making a little bit of money from these things. The goal is eventually, like, if the channel starts earning more and more revenue, maybe, hey, you know what, so and so needs an oil change. I can give them an oil change, and with the money from the video, and it'll just help them. Like, just to help them to get a foot forward, because you know what, I was that guy. I am that guy now sometimes. There are sometimes where some of our bills are getting close. They're close. And, like, when someone reaches a hand to you and helps you out, it just kind of brings more community. Right now, to be fairly honest, because it's winter and nobody wants to do mechanic, like, nobody wants to get work done on their vehicles because nobody has money. It's just after Christmas. I've been doing snow shoveling to pay some of my bills, because guess what? I knock on your door. I can clear your entire driveway in less than an hour, and it'll only cost you $20. Around here, that's not a bad deal because snow piles up really fast. So for me, $20 under said thing. $20 cash in my pocket for an hour of work is not bad at all. It's really, to me, it's a blessing. But like, to other people, they go like, oh yeah, I don't have to charge a contractor $80 to come out here and do this. And for me, it pays some of my bills. It's not a huge amount because we have so many contractors here, which is nuts, and people just sign contracts and don't think much of it. We have a lot of people with too much money here, and we have a lot of people who don't understand things. And then there's me. We only have Canada on average per month has 8 average snowfalls a month. Those snowfalls are on average an inch, somewhere around an inch. That's 8 times. So 8 times out of a month is not a bad payday, but that's on average. This winter is more of a drier winter. I want to say, like, we still have tons of snow, but we don't have as much snow as we need for the farmers' fields and for snowmobiling. We don't, like, most of the snowmobile trails here that are open and everything are closed. We have very few trails open that have enough snow for the machines to go on them. We don't have enough snow. So this year's been very dry. There's not much going on for it, but whatever is there. And I love snow, and I have a couple snowmobile videos that need to be edited and rendered to get out. And I really hope once I get off the stream to start rendering this video, and I hope it doesn't fail again. I've been trying for the last 3 damn days to get it to work, and I think I might have to render it in 720p, which will suck, but it means there'll still be a video. Quality doesn't really matter of the video format as long as it's good content, is what I believe in. And if do I know if it's good content? Uh, well, you guys tell me. You guys tell me. Someone told me a couple videos ago to start working on the audio a little bit more. We have fixed that. I have gone from broken headphones that only have one thing. I don't know why I haven't thrown them out yet, but only have one thing on them that are the microphone is pushed in because I've had these for 4 or 5 years to brand new nice headphones thanks to the girlie. And because I'm cheap, I don't like spending money on myself. But doing that and playing with the audio levels now because I've figured I can separate tracks and manipulate the audio a little bit better. The videos are coming and stuff like that. They do have a little bit more. I will say it is hard for me to adjust audio because I am a little bit tone deaf. I can't tell the differences between every tone, and it confuses me. It's why I watch everything with subtitles. I know it's not perfect. I'm trying my best. But when you guys comment suggestions, it just makes it 100 times better. Oh, that's a lot of talking. I talked for a straight hour, which is crazy. I'm not going to do too long of a stream because I still need to get some sleep, and also I want to make sure she's good with the kid. I was hoping to start this at 8 till 10, but I had difficulties starting this, as everyone probably got notifications of 5 or 6 different streams trying to work because I shut them down and restarted them a couple times. But I really thank everybody who came out to the stream, and I hope people know, like, we're going to start doing streams on the first Wednesday of every month from 8 to 10 is my goal. Is something I really want to do because then I can answer any questions. I can ask any what you guys want to watch, as well as give you updates on my hecticness, which is craziness. There's gonna be stuff happening. But again, thank you for watching. Go check out a lot of people. There's a lot of people going out stuff. Apparently, WTF is doing some welding. I'm gonna have to check that out after. There's stuff with Cleese we've done stuff with. We've Stupid Fast Garage, you've been here for a very long time on the channel watching stuff, which I really appreciate too. His garage has some awesome builds going on as well. And there's some other people like JRI8 Customs. He's doing stuff. Mechanics. He has stuff going on every once in a while here and there. There's a lot of stuff. I can't even mention how many YouTubers or channels I have to watch because I have too many subscriptions. But thank you guys all for watching. Remember, hit that subscribe button because we do have this to give to one of you lucky people, because thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming and joining us along for the ride. As well as, you guys kind of just get to see me build things that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. And an hour a day keeps that rust at bay. So, get at her, because if you don't keep it at bay, it'll overwhelm you. And more than an hour a day, damn, she better be gone. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.